What's going on, YouTube? Zap here, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to discuss Nintendo's fanboys and just how stubborn and delusional and just so close-minded they can be at times. And no, I'm not talking about the overall Nintendo fan base. That's not what I'm saying, because to a certain extent, I myself am a Nintendo fan. I've played many of Nintendo's consoles over the years. Granted, over the last few console generations, I have drifted further and further away from Nintendo's brand. I can still say that I grew up playing some of Nintendo's most classic games, like all the Pokemon games, Mario games, Star Fox, F-Zero, Zelda, things like that. So I do have some Nintendo blood in me, and I would love nothing more than Nintendo to actually pick things up and get back on the right track. But, you know, right now they're not really in that position. So, onto the topic at hand, I want to talk about some of these fanboys who live, breathe, eat, sleep, and die by Nintendo's brand, as if Nintendo themselves was paying them to go on the internet and defend every single negative comment that was put against them. And the reason why I say this is because I think Nintendo's fanboys out there, once again, I'm not talking about Nintendo fans, just the fanboys. I think Nintendo's fanboys are probably some of the most delusional and hard-headed fanboys in the entire, console war, quote unquote. And I can't believe the console wars are even still going on in this day and age. But yes, this entire console war between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, I think Nintendo's fanboys in this console war are probably some of the worst to deal with because they don't seem to understand logic or reasoning, and they jump to the defense, shield and sword and everything, ready to defend Nintendo's honor and their great name and their legacy. Okay. Now, case in point, I want to talk to you guys about a video that Maximilian just recently uploaded, and it says, "Can Smash Bros. Save the Wii U?" And Maximilian in this video made some pretty good points. It's no secret that the Wii U is kind of struggling, it's lagging behind in comparison to the Xbox One and the PS4. I believe right now the PS4 is just about to surpass the Wii U in overall units sold, and the Wii U has been out for over a year, and Nintendo has actually announced some really bad news as far as the its stock plummeting and its sales not reaching its mark and all this other stuff. They pretty much admitted defeat, and Max really calmly, collectively, and rather intelligently expressed all of his concerns with Nintendo in this video. And it was a really good video, And in the comments section, I came across one particular fanboy. There were a few of them in there damage controlling for Nintendo, but I came across one particular fanboy, and he is all over the comment section, right? And he made a comment that said, "People who play the Wii U end up loving it." Now, stop right there. Stop right there. He said, "People who play the Wii U end up loving it." That is absolutely false, as we all know, because that is a general statement. He is basically generalizing everyone who has ever played a Wii U and said that if you play the Wii U, you will like it. So, let's say you, Cookie Monster, you play the Wii U, you're gonna like it. You may or may not like it. You don't really know that. But as we all know by now, you can go to a GameStop and you might see a Wii U or two or three or four that have been traded in and sold. You can also look up on YouTube. You see a lot of people expressing their dislike and their concerns about the Wii U and its lack of third-party support, no games, like huge dry spells worth of game releases, right? So I basically made a quick reply. I quoted him and I said, "People who play the Wii U end up loving it," end quote, not true, ... So further on down, he says that everyone I've had over played it and loved it. Clarify. Now that right there is ridiculous, because he says that everyone that he's had over, which means he's had over to his house, has played his Wii U and has loved it. Now, he went from saying that everybody who would play it, that means everybody on the entire planet who has played a Wii U has loved it, to saying that just everyone who he's had over his house has played it and loved it. So I decided to go ahead and clarify it. And I pretty much said that that's just one small group of collective people that you know. And there's tons of people who have purchased it and didn't like it. And they've either sold it or made videos on YouTube expressing their opinions about it and their dislikes about the Wii U. This guy went on some weird tirade that didn't just go from defending Nintendo, but it also went to bashing anyone who didn't like Nintendo. That's pretty much it. He's saying that anyone who has bought a PS4 and an Xbox One is an idiot. All they want to do is play Call of Duty, and they don't know what they want. And you rage online, you're a dumbass, and all this other like, what in the hell are you talking about? And the sad thing is that this is how a lot of Nintendo's fanboys react to any sort of negative news or words or text or anything like that put towards Nintendo. And it's crazy. Nintendo are the delusional ones. Microsoft fanboys are the ones in denial, and the Sony fanboys are the ones who, it's hard to explain, but the Sony fanboys are the ones who are just always defensive. They're the really sensitive ones out there. Granted, Nintendo fanboys are pretty sensitive too, but Sony fanboys are the ones that will, go around flagging videos, disliking all the videos, leaving some of the nastiest comments in the videos and stuff like that. So they're probably the most sensitive in the comment section and in the whole console war or whatever. But Nintendo fans are definitely the most delusional, and they're the worst to talk to because you can make as many points as you want without actually formally bashing Nintendo, right? You can make as many well-educated points about Nintendo's faults as you like, bring up as much proof as you'd like, but these Nintendo fanboys will go to great lengths just to deny everything, debunk every sort of fact, damage control the hell out of it, and just try to ignore anything that's negative going on with Nintendo, right? And even if they finally acknowledge it, they damage control the fact that they acknowledged it. That's how crazy it is. So, I don't know, man. Nintendo fans, I really hope you don't associate yourself with these fanboys out there. Same thing goes with Sony and Microsoft fans. Just separate yourselves from these fanboys, this console war. Me personally, all jokes aside, I have made jokes about the console war. I've made jokes about the Xbox One and the Wii U and all this other stuff. But all jokes aside, I do want every console to succeed. The more competition that there is, the stronger the competition that there is, the more that these developers and these studios will get off of their asses and be more inclined to make quality, top-notch games. That way we won't get games that are broken out of the box, Battlefield 4, and actually get top-quality games across all platforms, because I want everybody to succeed. I want to have that age and that era like we did with the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Those days will not be recreated, and they can't be recreated until something is done and there's good, steady, healthy competition. Right now, Xbox One and PS4 are duking it out right at the moment, and things are looking good if you're a PS4 and an Xbox One owner. I want Nintendo to actually step their foot in and do something about this. Try to make some sort of turnaround and make their presence felt in this quote-unquote console war, so that everybody can just look back and say, damn, it is really good that I'm a gamer regardless of what system you own. Because you can look on one system, look at another system, and be like, damn, you guys have some great shit on your consoles, and if I had the money, I would probably buy your shit. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think about the console wars, fanboys? Do you think one group of fanboys is worse than the other? Me personally, I think the Nintendo fans are probably the worst to talk to, but all fanboys suck in the end. But Nintendo fanboys are crazy as hell. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is your boy King Zappa, and I'm out. Peace.
Oh, I'm so fucking clutch.
It's ugly work, but it must be done. And as long
We ain't having no stalemates. So what's it like down there with 45 points and no kills?